What's up, guys? Addicting Air here with just some college talk. Really, I don't really know what I'm doing, but yeah, it's another little talk here. But I just wanted to, it's an important part of my life, and I thought I would talk about it because maybe someone watches this that is around my age, maybe younger, maybe older, and is thinking about college or is thinking if they're currently in college, what they should do. And I just, wanted to talk about this. Maybe I'll look back on this and maybe people have similar opinions, people have different opinions. Let me know in the comments if you do. So let's get started with this. So I do live in California, as I've said before, in Calabasas right now. But the closest the closest school to me is a private school called Pepperdine University, but I doubt I will be going there just because of price. It's really expensive. It's a private school, but other than that, all the other University of California schools are open, and that's all. There's a lot of options compared to other states. Some states only have like one option to have in state, like for it to be cheaper, but here we have like I don't know, like six schools, seven schools. I don't even know where they're all in California, so they're all in state, which will be cheaper for me if I apply technically, and I'll explain why I think so. So, preferences so far I have. To be honest with you, and it kind of sounds kind of dumb. It sounds like, oh, he doesn't really care. He hasn't researched. I really don't care. Now, my opinion can change. I haven't really applied for any school yet. As of right now, I've just looked at the applications. Just kind of familiarize myself with it, especially because now in the world it's getting kind of weird. So, kind of just riding it out right now during election time. It always gets kind of everything's like up in the air. But besides that, it could be anywhere. For some reason, I would want to go to a southern state. I feel like the north is too cold. Obviously, like Chicago and stuff. Like I'm used to warm weather, so probably a southern state. Like probably any southern state. Now that I think about it, anywhere from probably Southern California to New Mexico to Florida, whatever. I don't care. Most probably a warm area. That's as far as I've really gone. Um, I don't know because I've seen things right where they say, like, school is expensive. Well, everything's expensive in California, but they said that if you apply for like out of state, like a general school, not like a private school out of state, that it might be if you get like you probably can take a SAT and get a grant or a scholarship, and it'll be about the same price as going in the state, right? So that's what some schools say, or well, looking at the prices, that's what it would be. Um, so that's why I was open to literally anywhere, preferably somewhere warm, like I said. But if I look at the school and it's like I see it's like a better experience or it's a better community, then I would definitely want to go there. That's also something different. I'm not necessarily chasing like a high ranked school like some people are. Like some people, if they get accepted into like a Harvard or a Berkeley, they'll like instantly accept, right? And a lot of people, like some people are like, oh, why wouldn't you? Well, let me explain. I'm really going for the experience. Now, it sounds kind of weird because college is like, oh, go get your degree, go get a job, get some money, right? Live your life. And I've thought about that, and yeah, although it makes sense, right? But I almost feel like it's like an assembly line. I'm saying like too much, sorry about that. But I feel like I'm in an assembly line where it's like, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, get a good, like, study something, get a degree, get a job, get money, right? And obviously that's the way to live in this society. So I was thinking about that and I was wondering, well, getting a degree from, unless it's maybe like some law, I'm not even sure how it works, but I think maybe some law schools you have to come from a certain school. But as far as I know, most degrees doesn't matter where you get it from, right? You could get it from, I don't know, University of Texas, whatever is in Texas, or you could get it from UCLA or Berkeley, and it'll be the same degree, right? It holds the same value as it does from any other college, right? Because at the end of the day, you learned the same basics, the same things, right? Because usually when you go into work, and my dad told me this, is they pretty much reteach you the way they want you to do things, right? So you could have learned like some method at school, where they tell you this is like the most popular way, but a certain company wants you to do it a different way, and you'll have to relearn. But just having that degree means that you have like that basis of education. So I don't know why I got into degrees, but that also is why maybe I would maybe go away from a UCLA school, or sorry, UC school. Um, Also thinking about uh, all this closure things with online school, and I'm telling this right now, and I probably it's not gonna change my strongest idea. If they announce that school will be closed, um, I don't really I want them to open for high school, but if it's closed for college, like the first year of college, then I'm not gonna go to a California school. Simple as that. I know how that crazy that may seem, but it's that important. That first year is obviously a big year, and I don't want to spend it at online school. What's the point of going to a like a California school with all the good weather and the good environment if you're just gonna stay at home on a computer? So definitely, if it's online, if they announce it's online for the first year, I'm 90% of it not gonna go to a University of California school. I don't know why I have problems saying that. Um, but I'm a loss for words. I just have so many things I want to say, but I can't really like put them into words. Let's see. Hmm. Like degrees, right? I was talking about like what college means to me, and um for me, I just want to find out something that I like to do. Now, obviously, I really enjoy doing this. I have fun sitting down in front of the camera talking to someone. Because, as an only child, I do have a dog I talk to, but it's hard when um, I know he might not be understanding what I'm saying. Even though I feel like he's understanding what I'm saying. Sometimes it's just better to know that people that can communicate it back to me can speak the same language. But anyways, I feel like I need to find something that I like to do. Something that I would work and do even if it doesn't pay well. Because that, I feel like in my mind, is the most important thing. Right? Like, you could be, um, a doctor or something, but if you're miserable and you don't like to do it, some people do, but if you don't like to do it and you were kind of forced into this direction of, oh, doctors make good money, so you should go do doctors, instead of going for the passion of, helping people out, or the passion of giving people medicine, helping them out, nurturing them, whatever. If you go for the love of that, then yeah, you'll be fine. You'll make the money, and you'll enjoy your time, or you'll enjoy work. But if you don't, then you've been forced into this path of, um, you know, it pays well, so I'm gonna do it. Then a lot of the times you won't enjoy it, or you'll be miserable, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be spending a lot of time in work, and you don't want to do anything you don't enjoy. And that kind of sounds cliche, like, oh, do something you love to do, find what you and like to enjoy. But when you really think about it, like, it's so important to do what you like to do, because a lot of time is being put at whatever you want to do, right? And in my mind, time doesn't equal money, right? People say like your time is valuable, right? And I say my time is only valuable when I'm not doing something I don't love, right? So if I sit in front of like my TV, play Xbox for, let's say, 5 hours straight, right? But I had a great time, had talks with my friends. I don't know, chilling, listening to music, whatever I'm doing. If I really enjoyed that, I won't see it as a waste of time, right? But someone looking at me would be like, oh, that's a waste of time. You could have been doing something else that, the person who's criticizing me might enjoy. Or the person who is telling me not to play games that might enjoy. You kind of get the point I'm trying to say here. Is I'm saying that doing something you really enjoy doing is way more important than how much money you make doing it. Because some people, librarians don't pay that much. I don't think so. But the fact that some people love to be in a quiet area where they can read a book. Some people love reading books. Some people don't. It's just you just have to find your path, right? And in my mind, it doesn't. I don't see it happening because it's a good school. You know, maybe because they expose me to different things. Maybe it might be better, but I feel like it's the people in the school that really matters. Now that where there's differences because you don't really know what type of people are at each school, and that makes it difficult to choose. So like UCLA might be well built, or well structured, great buildings, big classrooms, high grade professors, right? But if the people in the school aren't you know what you expect, or is not the environment you thrive in, then I don't think you'll succeed. And as simple as that, and you're thinking, well, how can I control where like the society, or like the community around me? Well, you don't really control it, but you can kind of choose, right? Because everywhere is different, and there's always a place for someone. I feel like maybe it's not in California, maybe it is. Maybe it's in Montana, maybe it's in Washington, maybe it's in, I don't know, North Carolina. I'm just naming random states here, but it could be anywhere you enjoy. And I just feel like just doing what you love in a good environment, you'll succeed. And if you really find something that you love to do, there's nothing better than that, in my mind, right? Maybe I'll look back at this and be like, man, I'm stupid, or, what was I thinking? But this is the point. I kind of want to talk to the camera, kind of keep a recording of this. These were my thoughts at age 17, going into college, going into adulthood. It's good to keep these things, right? Because most of these things you won't remember, but when you look back at it, you're gonna really have an appreciation for how you thought at the time, or not appreciate how you thought at the time, depending on how life works out for you. Well, that's really what I wanted to get it off my chest. I just also wanted to say, um, you don't have to do something because your parents put you into it. Now, it seems kind of weird because some people, um, say, oh, my parents were a lawyer, I have to be a lawyer, or my parents want me to be a doctor, so I should be a doctor. It's your life. And yes, they brought you into this world, but there's a point of time where you disconnect from them, not permanently, but you go your own path, right? And that path could be the same thing your parents did, but I feel like most of the time it's not. And most of the time you create your own path, and you find what you really love to do, what you really enjoy to do. And I keep saying the same thing, but I can't express to myself how important it is, because I see so many people, just putting their heads down and working, and working, and taking some of these classes where, you finish your homework, you look up, it's like 11 p.m. You can't do anything, right? I mean, this year I took really easy classes, like I said before, and I have a lot of time to improve myself. I'm starting to learn how to type correctly, without looking at the keyboard. Trying to get to, my goal is 60 words per minute, but so far not that close. But I've been working on it at least 2 hours a day, just typing while listening to something, just going at it. I'm going swimming every day. I'm working on different things. I'm trying to build my own PC. I'm looking into streaming some games in the future, right? Which I'm trying to set up. It's kind of complicated for me right now. It's a lot to take in, but I'm slowly trying to improve myself, right? I'm taking these classes like cooking and ceramics, where I feel like in the future could be more useful to me than like AP art history, in my mind, right? For some people it might be different, but I'm doing these things to improve myself and to, build my own character, because this is the age where you really become you, right? Because when you were younger, you look at yourself younger and you're like, oh, why was I acting like that? And you look at yourself now, and then maybe your future self look at what I am now and think, like, why was I acting like this, or I was in the right way. But I just feel like I can't. I don't know. I just lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. But I'm just saying what I'm trying to say is, if you're already pretty much through high school, if you're 12th grade and you're watching this, then you might be too far in. But if you're like a 10th grader watching this, or 11th grader, or even just came into high school, you're online, think about taking classes that you might find an interest in, right? Because you've taken so many years of English, so many years of math, so many years of history, right? That at this point you should know if you'll enjoy it, right? By now you should know, hey, I really enjoy writing an essay, or I really enjoy reading a book, or doing mathematics, whatever, geometry, engineering, whatever it may be. At that point you already know. And if you know that you don't like it, right? Because either you like it or you don't. There's no maybe usually, right? Doubt is just something in our mind. It's most of the time means no when it's doubt. But just do things that you'll enjoy. If you see you don't like those classes, take the easy classes, because you have to do it to graduate. So you take regular English, whatever math you need to pass, whatever history you need to pass, and then whatever electives you have left over, or the amount of time that you have now, or like more time you have now because you're not taking these hard classes, use it to improve yourself. Use it to find something you enjoy, right? To research maybe, hey, I'm into fashion. Let me look at how they design clothes. Anything. I'm just setting examples, or making examples so it puts an image in your head. But I mean, it kind of really went off track there. But I just feel like I just need to talk about this. And I don't know what I'm going to title this video, because I've been all over the place talking about classes, talking about colleges, talking about life decisions, or I don't know what the title of this video is, right? And I want a lot of people to see this. I want a lot of people to get this message, but I don't want to be disingenuous and clickbait it. So it's just like a hard middle ground I need to find here. That's it. Just to go over, improve yourself. For me, where I go to college doesn't really matter. It matters who's in the college most of the time. The community around the school, right? Because that's where you're making your memories not in class. You're making your memories outside of the classroom most of the time. Well, I would say more than most of the time, like a high percentage of the time. What else did I go over? Classes. Try to take it easy. Improve yourself. Just look into what you enjoy. I mean, why am I repeating myself? But this is it. This is where, for me, all my decisions are made. For me, a step this way means I'm not taking a step the other way. Anything, right? And I just feel like that's all that needs to be said. If you enjoyed, or if you have something to add, or something to discuss, let me know. That's pretty much it. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe. If you have any schools you've already decided to go to, or if you've already applied, or whatever it may be, anything, just put it down in the comments. I doubt anyone will comment or get this far, because I'm kind of just going on like a long talk about literally nothing, right? It could seem like nothing, but I feel like this is like such a big idea that people need to understand, that it is not the grades you get, especially in high school, right? Like when they told you in middle school, hey, you need to study hard. It gets harder in high school. You go to high school, you're like, it's easier than middle school almost. I don't need to do as much work, or the grades don't matter as much. So just be aware of that. I didn't really get into what I feel about how admissions go. How for me it doesn't make sense why they care if you're a leader, because why didn't you just school full of leaders? But besides that, I don't want to get into that. I just wanted to make a quick little video. Maybe I'll talk about the admissions process, what I think about it. But that's it for this video. I already told you to like and subscribe. You already know what to do. And I'll see you next time. Peace.